Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for August 6th, 7th, and 8th, Friday through Sunday. Now, you know that when I am working on the weekend, when we're doing weekend readings, I am using, of course, my Radley Valentine decks. I will do the main message, or I will read the main message from my Angel Tarot cards. I will pull one from my Archangel Power Tarot cards, and I'll also pull one from my Guardian Angel cards because they're very gentle and I do like them. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay, now, going back to the long readings from July 22nd to August 22nd, or if you go onto my website, I put some dates on there at the same time. The 8th of August is the new moon. It is in Leo. So new moons generally have new beginnings, new starts, new cycles in the moon cycle. Full moon to new moon, basically that's when you get rid of things because it is waning. It's getting smaller and smaller and you release. New moon to full moon is when you request because that's when it's getting bigger. Okay, now full moon, of course, is when you release, relinquish, and request. But this new moon will also be on the date of 8/8, which is called Lion's Gate. So this is from, end of July, early August. I think it is until the 11th. This is when when Sirius, the star Sirius, comes very close to what appears to be very close to the sun, giving the sun an extra brightness. And if you're able to look up at it, which I'm not telling you to do that because it's bright, sometimes you can even see the two. Okay, so it's a bright time. It's also considered to be a portal of some magnitude. So we will see what we want to see. Again, this is a time for us to keep our vibrations very, very high and keep ourselves very positive because we need to be pushing that through. We need to be pushing that elevated energy, and we need to just keep things on the positive side. Now, you know that I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job is just to deliver the message. And, try not to put too much of my own understanding into it. So, want you to be very, very aware of that. Now, anything that is reversed, I look at that as having a little more oomph. Also, too, when I speak about your higher power, I'm talking about your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, the source, whoever that is to you, whoever that personal connection is for you. Okay? Now, let's go on, and what we're going to do is, of course, I've been doing this lately just because it feels like it needs to be done. I'm going to use the traditional Weight Rider Tarot, and we will pull 3 cards out and see what we have for that. And again, I have done what I'm supposed to do with all of the cards. Here we are. Let's see. Okay, we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. So this is kind of the general overview. It's not necessarily specific for your sign. Those will follow. But this is kind of like what the heck is going on in the world today. So let's see what we have here. If I can pick them up. Okay, rest. Rest easy. I know that there's a lot going on in the world right now. You just need to rest. You need to trust. You need to reach out to your higher power with this. This is the four of swords. Or as I was saying, Ford. No, this is the 4 of swords. Swords is air energy. That is our Gemini, our Libra. It's our Virgo energy. It's our thought processes. It's our how we make plans, but it's also about hearing news. And, this is kind of, the swords here, they're pointing down. The person feels, kind of in a moratorium state. There's also the sword underneath. So there is a lot of thoughts going on. There's a lot of this energy all around us, but we know that we can rest and we can have hope. We can have trust. So there could be some interesting energies, interesting news coming this weekend. We need to, like I said, we need to rest. Okay, next card. This is now the Six of Swords. Okay, 4 has stability, 4 has organizational energy, 4 also has leadership. 6 is the number of man. It is the energies that we put into our own thoughts, our own, it's how we're processing things in many ways, because I'm talking about swords again being our thought processes. This is leaving a difficult situation. This is moving into the light. This is taking your family, just kind of moving, but it's also in that thought process. So it's an interesting card, especially with this. There is some movement with this, with your thought processes here and hearing news. Next card. Now that was reversed. Now we have the Two of Wands or Two of Rods. Wands and rods are fire energy, are Leo. We're in Leo season. We've got that Leo energy all around us. It's also Sagittarius. It's also Aries. Passionate, burning, very, very determined. There is choices, okay? Twos have choices. Twos have pathways. So do we go this way? Do we go that way? Also, twos are also about partnering. So there could be some partnering with this too. But the Two of Rods has opportunities, has possibilities. I know it's not an 8, but it has these possibilities that could be much bigger than what we even think that they are. So rest, things are changing, things are moving forward, possibilities, choices in a very strong, passionate way, in something that you really, really want, could be coming to you. And the thing about this is these are opportunities, choices being presented, but it is up to you to make that decision. Okay? So we have some very interesting energies. Why don't we start our readings now? Hello, my Aries. How are you? Well, let's see how this very powerful portal energy is going to be affecting you. New moon, portal, we got cards flying out already, so we're just going to take a look at them. We have more than 3 cards, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Okay, interesting. So we have earth energy, okay? Earth energy is our Capricorn, our Taurus, it's our Virgo energy. Basically, there's kind of a money issue going on with this 4 of earth, but we'll talk a little more about it. We also have a get to work, things are clearing up. I don't know if you're worried about money and you need to make some money. The thing is, between this water energy and this fire energy, it looks like you put together a plan to make this money. Okay, it may not necessarily be in now, but it's something that's very doable. It's very workable. It's something that it is very, very achievable. So again, earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It is also, solid energy, something you can hold, work, job, career, how you make your money. Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional. It's spiritual also, so there is a deep connection. It's a deep emotional connection. And then we have fire energy, and fire is your energy, Leo and Sagittarius, passionate, burning, very determined. So let's take a peek at these now. I'm going to kind of so that they can stay in the screen. Okay, so this one is reversed. Here we go. This is the 4 of earth. Now, 4s have very stable energy. It's not like it's like flying all over. This is the reality of the reality type of energy. And again, I talked about earth. So 4's stability. It also has some leadership, also has some organizational energy here too. And this is kind of looking at your finances. There may be something you want to invest in. There may be something that you want to work towards, or you want to, purchase for yourself. So I'm feeling like this for my Aries. This is you looking at your budget a little bit carefully, looking at how can I help this? How can I make this happen? Okay, this could also be, when we have this earth energy, it could also be something to do with a home or a, new apartment, new condo, new building, whatever it is. But it's kind of like looking and saying, okay, this is what I have, this is what I need, and figuring out how do I get, but this is actually the identification of how do I get to where I need to be. Because this is you making the plan. Anyway, being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decision. So this is, even though you figure this out and you see the discrepancy, you see, okay, where I'm at, where I want to go, you will figure that out. You will figure that out. Do I need to budget differently? Do I need to give up certain social medias? Do I need to give up my TV networks, things like that? Giving to those less fortunate. Now, the Knight of Water. I told you what water is. Knight's underlying energy is fire energy. It's your energy. Passionate, burning, determined. It's very much, let's do this. And water has that emotional energy. This is one that's something that you feel very, very deeply about. This could be a committed cause. Now this, when it says giving to those less fortunate, it could be going towards that also. It could be something to do with family members. It's like, how do we make this happen? But the Knight of Water is very much, let's go all in on this. Now, Knight of Water also has a romantic, we're kind of, I know I'm going down one path and we're going to take a detour. Knight of Water also has a connection with a romantic relationship or a relationship that you feel strongly about. Okay? So, so there could be some things, I don't know, could this be, how do I pay for a wedding? Could this be, how do we purchase our first home type of energy? It could be definitely that. This does have a sense of, sense of urgency to it, a sense of, I need to figure this out. This does have a true commitment to it. Now, Knights are also very directional. Once they go down their road, it's very hard to pull them back. So this is emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. Falling in love or wedding proposal, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. So you may be pulling some people in on this too. You might have like this wonderful idea. Maybe it's kind of like, let's do a, whatever, if this is for a cause, it could be, let's do a fundraiser, something like that too. Now, we have this one. This one is reversed. The King of Fire. King's underlying energy is air energy, and, that is our Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, thought processes. The King of Swords, which that's the underlying energy, King of Air, is very, very wise. But now we're throwing in the fire. And the fire is kind of like, well, let's look at this bigger picture. Let's not necessarily, King of Swords energy, you're a little more linear. You're a little more, this is the way we need to go. I'm looking at all the opportunities and all the options. I am, the King of Fire is basically saying, I'm thinking outside this box. We're not necessarily going down that traditional view. I'm thinking of how do I accomplish what I need to accomplish. Okay. Now, this is motivational, idealistic, ambitious, also charismatic. Focus, 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 communicate with vision, and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. So listen to the people around you, especially if you're pulling people in. Also ask. Be a little more social. Be a little more open. Talk about what's going on. And, you might be surprised at the people that come to say, hey, I have an idea. Now, the Knight of Earth, again, underlying energy, Knights, your energy. Earth, again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is like, okay, now we've kind of looked at everything. We've figured things out. Now this is the time to start implementing. This is the time. I kind of feel like you're in a work situation or something. It's like, okay, make the plan. Oh no, identify, make the plan, look at the outcome. Where do we want to be? Let's do this. So I don't know. This has a very structured, in many ways, a structured approach. So the Knight of Earth then says, okay, we got our plan. It's time to do it. It's time to go after what it is. Anyway, with a lot of optimism here too. Loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. A guardian angel. Now, the only number we really have here is 4, but it's very systematic. Your weekend seems to be very systematic, very much, okay, starts a little bit kind of concerned and then ends with a lot of confidence and says, no, let's get this done. Let's get this done. Okay, let's see now our Archangel Power Tarot cards. And I told you I had my Emily Anderson crystal cards here too, right? I hope I did. I know I didn't do it in the introduction. And if I didn't say, remember, like, share, subscribe, click on the bell notification. Here we go. Reversed. The 7 of Michael. Now, 7s have that divine umbrella. That's, kind of like we'll do our part. The 7 is, then there's something that's leading us, that's guiding us. Something that might say, nah, no, don't go that way. Something that might, throw a few blocks if we're going in a way that we shouldn't, to guide us to where we need to go. Michael, again, is that air energy. It's our thought processes. It's saying there is something that's going to happen. There is this, you don't have to do this all by yourself. This will say, there is this better way. There is, things will lighten up. But again, too, you do have to do part of the natural while the supernatural helps out. There is a better course of action available to you. Working alone, and again, that kind of goes back here, working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. So once you've made your plan, look it over again, pull in people to help you with it too. But it is saying, you don't have to do it alone. Again, too, it's this divine umbrella basically saying, okay, you got this. You got this. But you have to have a little trust. You have to have a little connection with your higher power with this too. Because even though this has very much tangible, very systematic type of energy, we also have to, rely a little bit more on that divine. Okay, so now we have a 4 and a 7. And the numbers are always important because the angels do talk to us through the numbers. So, and that's when I say, whatever the number, write them down and take a look. So this would be right now a 4-7. Okay, guardian angel card. And now we have a 3. Okay, 3 of action. Now 3s have creativity. 3 has power. The power of 3, basically this is also the Trinity. So there's a lot of divinity with this number too. Also, now action is fire energy. It is your energy. Okay, so this is things are working out beautifully. Now that your ship has come in, it's time to decide what your next big project will be. You may choose to continue to build upon your successes or move on to something entirely different. Be willing to travel if necessary. Okay. I don't know if this is if this should be at the end saying that, okay, all of this works out, or if this should be at the beginning saying things have been working out. Now's the time for you to, I don't know, is this about now's the time to make your plan? Okay, let's go on and see. Oh, and shout out to Casey. Shout out to Casey. I met with her. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Crystal for my Aries. This is reversed. Shungite. Oh, I love shungite. Shungite, little tiny little stone, not expensive, but protection from modern ills, grounding, everyday healing, purifying. So, very, very interesting for you. Please, my Aries, let me know what this is about. Okay? Okay. Now, remember, like, share, subscribe, click on the bell. It keeps me on air, so thank you. As always, though, my Aries, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.